On October 25th, 2024, JD Who, I said, JD Who officially released the song Minivan, accompanied with a music video and a full-length EP called Mirror 12. And the world changed forever. Well, probably not, but oh well. Anyways, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Justin, JD Who, or whatever you want to call me. Really doesn't matter. And in today's video, we're gonna break down Minivan, the song, the lyrics, and the overall meaning behind it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Cause this might be a long one. I'm not even gonna lie. Like if you didn't want to go through the whole thing, then I wouldn't blame you. But watch the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Or else I'm coming through the screen, slap you around. Feel me? Give you a little elbow drop. Ashley? No, I don't know. I'm good. I think I'm good. All right then. Alright, so a little bit of backstory about how this song came about. Originally, the whole thought process behind it was I just wanted I just wanted a single, you know? I just wanted something that sounded like a single for the most part. I've been trying for like maybe a couple weeks, trying to figure out what beat I felt sounded like a single, what songwriting style I wanted that felt single-like, you know what I'm saying? I've always been like more of like an album storytelling type of person, but you know, ain't nothing wrong with a couple singles here, especially if it's a bop, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like one of them slappers, you know what I'm saying? One of them little slappers or something like that, you know, like a little push, push, push. Yeah, I really wanted just a single, you know, something that sounded like a single. And I'm trying to make beats and stuff like that for one, but I was just kind of striking out when it comes to that. So I was like, you know, let me just go online and see what I like. And I found this beat by Luminary. I think that's the name of the producer. And it was like a Kendrick Lamar type beat. And I felt inspired by it. I felt I could write some stuff to it. I was writing a couple verses and stuff like that. It's one of those types of beats where it's like you could write forever too. You know what I'm saying? You could write like 100 verses and stuff like that. It was like that simple, but like that like you could feel it and stuff like that. It was kind of one of those type of beats. I'll even play a clip of it right here. This is the original version of it right here.
2 times I done fell in love 2 times.
All right, that's enough of that. Showed it to my friend Damien, and he was messing with it. But I also showed it to my friend Christian, and he said it sounds a little bit too much like Element. You know what I'm saying? That song Element by Kendrick Lamar. And I mean, if you heard, you know, I played it in this video, so you heard it. It does kind of resemble Element a lot. So but I was like, yeah, it's whatever. But when I went to download the beat or buy the beat off of BeatStars, for some reason, I don't know. I guess whoever Luminary was, I guess they stopped making beats or something like that, or they took it off the site. I don't know. So I was like, you know what? It's raps. I guess I'm just gonna say goodbye to this single and stuff like that. But you know, thankful for my friend Christian. He said, no, why don't we just, you know, look at the chord progression and try to be inspired by that, try to make our own thing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I was like, you know what, maybe I could probably do that. So yeah, the chords in this beat are pretty similar to the one in Luminary's beat, but I try to switch it up at least a little bit. So yeah, let's get into the beat breakdown.
Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm in GarageBand on the iPhone where I actually made the demo for Minivan. So let's click in the session, and there we go. Alright, as you can see, the beat has a lot of instruments, but you know, it's very well layered and sounds pretty simple. You know, I feel like it's usually the beats that are the most simple that resonate with the most people. So as you can see, I'm using a mellow vibe piano, and I'm, you know, showing the plugins and settings that I'm using for it. I used a Phalanger for it. That's the reason why it sounds like that. All right, now let me solo the piano and show you what it sounds like. Next, we have a drone or atmosphere or a pad or whatever it's called, and it's called Recollection Melody Atmosphere, and this is what it sounds like. And here it is in context with the music. Next, what I did was I added a sample called Beat Together Piano, and I took out a chunk of it and I actually reversed it, and it kind of, allows the beat to stand on its own and be something completely different. So here's what the original sample sounds like. And here's what it sounds like reversed and chopped up a little bit. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to mention that I panned one sample to the left side and the other sample to the right side. So yeah, but here's what it sounds like in context with the music. Moving on, we now have what I consider my favorite part of the beat, the P bass, and I have, as you can see, I have two different patterns of the P bass. One to be played throughout the song, and another one for the last time we go into the chorus. Here's the first pattern. And here's the second pattern. Ooh, that joint sound nasty, don't it? That joint sound nasty, don't it? All right, now here's both bass patterns within the context of the music. So for the demo, I did make drums, but I ain't gonna lie, them drums is kind of ashy. So I instead, transferred all of those files over to FL Studio and started using the drum pack that I have for that software. So I had moved over to a different computer, so that's why you're seeing those files not popping up in FL Studio. But the drums I used for this song, super simple. They were super simple. Just a clap and an 808. No hi-hats, no open hats, no nothing like that. Just a simple little groove. And here it is right here. here is the finished product.
If you feel lost, then come on and follow me. And if you don't feel alive, then come on and follow me. And if you don't feel safe, then you can be where I be. I show you my scars to prove my wounds healed. All the shame and the blame that made me go insane, got no place for it in Jesus' name, Lord. Told the enemy to hold on, get gone, cause I'm always gonna hold strong.